Welcome back to the channel where I talk about vinyl records. Today I'm ranking the top 9 Rancid albums in the collection. Before we get started, a little bit of history. The late 80s, there was a great West Coast punk ska band called Operation Ivy. They put out this EP, the Hectic EP, and shortly after that they put out this full-length album. And after this album came out, the band broke up. After the breakup of Operation Ivy, two of the members, Tim Armstrong and Matt Freeman, went on to form the punk band Rancid. And they've gone on to become one of the greatest, most legendary punk rock bands, in my opinion. Today, we're counting down the top 9 Rancid albums in my collection. Starting with number 9, Troublemaker. Now, just because this album is ranked at number 9 doesn't mean it's not great. This is an awesome album. So many good songs on here. Highlights for me: All American Neighborhood, an intimate close-up of a street punk troublemaker, Ghost of a Chance, Say Goodbye to Our Heroes, Make It Out Alive, Farewell Lola Blue. I mean, this album is great all the way through. I didn't want to have to put it ninth, but something had to be ninth, I guess. Up next at number 8, Honor Is All We Know. Another great album here. This one, only thing holding this one back a little bit is there's not quite as many songs on here as there are on the other Rancid albums. Usually you get 20, 22 songs. This one just is over too soon. It's such a good album. It's great songs on here. Collision Course, Evil's My Friend, the title track is great. Breakdown, Already Dead. I mean, really, there's so many songs on here. You can't go wrong with the quality of the songs on this album. It's a great album. Number 7, Let the Dominoes Fall. This is just another great album from Rancid. I mean, you really can't go wrong with them. It's every time they put out an album, they're never going to let you down. The songs are always fantastic. A lot of songs on here. And yeah, if you have the CD of this, you get all these songs plus all of these songs done acoustically, which is cool. Some of my highlights on here are East Bay Night, Last One to Die, Skull City, Lulu, Dominoes Fall, That's Just the Way It Is Now, You Want It, You Got It, Up to No Good. This is a great album here. Number 6, I've got Indestructible. It's a double album here. Just chock full of awesome songs. This just feels like maybe their most personal album. But yeah, some just great songs. Fall Back Down, Red Hot Moon, Start Now, Django, Ghost Band, Tropical London. Great album. Now we're into the top 5. Number 5, I've got their debut self-titled album, Rancid. Back when this album came out, they were just a 3-piece band. Their only album is a 3-piece. And just a really aggressive album, a great debut album from a great band here. And I mean, they just come out swinging. Adina, first song, Detroit, Rats in the Hallway, Whirlwind, Rejected, Get Out of My Way. Every song on this, just a classic. This is a classic album here. At number 4, I have Out Come the Wolves. Another classic album from them. See the track list there. Just banging all the way through. The 11th Hour, Time Bomb, Olympia, Ruby Soho, She's Automatic, War's End. Really, really can't go wrong with this album. It's all the way through. Great, nearly perfect album. At number 3, I have Rancid 2000. I guess technically this is their second self-titled album. We've just always called it Rancid 2000 because that's the year that it came out. And oh man, this album is so aggressive all the way through. Just aggressive punk rock album here. It's Quite Alright, Let Me Go, Poison, Loki, Antennas. Black Hawk Down is on this album. This is just a fantastic album. Just banging all the way through. Number 2, I've got Let's Go, another classic album. This one may end up a little higher on my list just for sentimental reasons. I mean, when this album came out, it's almost all that my friends and I listened to. We listened to this on repeat. I mean, this is just, as far as I'm concerned, this is a punk rock classic here. Like, this should be in every punk rock collection. Nihilism, Radio, Salvation, Tenderloin, The Ballad of Jimmy and Johnny, St. Mary, Dope Sick Girl, just every song on here. This was the first album that they put out with Lars Fredriksson as a member of the band. Their first album being the 3-piece. This is their follow-up. And, I mean, yeah, Lars is just great, too. You can't go wrong. You add a guitar player, a singer, a songwriter, and, yep, and he's been with them ever since. But at my number 1, I've got Life Won't Wait. This album is probably their most sophisticated music-wise, at least in my opinion. They branch out into quite a few different styles of music here. It reminds me a little bit of the Clash's London Calling album because it's a punk rock album, but they slip in all the other genres. You got songs with the keyboard and piano, you have songs with horns, and but it's still just a punk rock album all the way through. Just a great album. Blood Clot, Black Lung, New Dress, Warsaw, Backslide, Who Would Have Thought. I mean, it's every song here. You listen to this on a loop and it never gets old. But anyway, that's my list. You guys let me know what you think. What's your favorite Rancid album? I'll be back next week. Every week I put up videos where I talk about records. So if that's your thing, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you next week.